Family Values and Traditions by Shawantha Lee. Family values held to be traditionally learned or reinforced within a family, such as those of high moral standards and discipline. Family values and family cultures that pertain to family structure, function, roles, beliefs, attitudes, and ideals that will be passed on from generation to generation. Real family values strengthen the bonds of family and improve the lives of our families. Family tradition. Meaningfully, family traditions have always been a valuable tool for parents and elders to carry out the responsibilities of raising children. Family traditions ensure that the warmth of closeness of family bondage grow. Active family traditions and meaningful participation in them help families to avoid social conflicts. Marriage. Marriage is very important. Marriage is a very important value. Unconditional love is the most valued in a relationship. Faithfulness brings assurance that the relationship is committed. Forgiveness diminishes areas of conflict. Communication is very important. Connect heart to heart and share your real self with others. This is the glue that holds us together. Those values promote healthy, thriving, and vibrant relationships. The United States, Korea, Russia, and China have many different and similar values and traditions. The most important tradition is marriage because it helps them survive. Americans believe marriage is a strong force. Marriage is an integrational part of American culture, although it has such a high degree of marriage promotion as the United States. At the same time, the United States has one of the highest divorce rates in the world, and American children are more likely to see their parents' marriage break up than children in most of the other countries. The Americans and the Russians also both look for marriage for stability. In the wedding ceremony, jumping the broom in the wedding is a tradition that's done in the United States as well as Russia. In some African American communities, the couple will end the ceremony by jumping over the broomstick, either together or separately. The practice is well attested as a marriage ceremony for slaves in the southern United States. In Korea, marriage is not the individual, but rather the desire for the family. If one decides to get married, they must get consent from the whole family. In the past, it's generally considered a taboo for a man and a woman to marry. If they both has the same last name for the same ancestor, Koreans also have mass weddings. They are called the marriage blessing ceremony, which is a large-scale wedding. Typically, it's like a lot of different people getting married at the same time. Sometimes it's over 3,000 marriages. And that is only done in Korea. Russia. Russian women feel it's important to get married so they can stop fighting for everyday survival. Russian women don't see responsibilities in the marriage as a burden, but as a labor of love. This is why Russian women believe that her duty in marriage is only supporting her partner, and there is no need for her to contribute herself. Making a contribution could be disrespectful to her husband and not allow him to feel like a real man. While Russian women work before marriage, it is a matter of honor for a man to have a wife who stays at home. For the most households, it is an unachievable dream. But if a man can afford it, he may request his wife to stop working. The wife would happily obey. If a wife earns more than a husband, it may be viewed as inappropriate or wrong. She is supposed to sacrifice her career and talents for her husband's success as a work. But in the United States, they both work together. But at the ceremony, Russians does not exchange rings, but rather placing a crown on the head of the bride and the groom. For this reason, the ceremony of wedding is referred to as crowning, whereas in the United States, Korea, and China, we exchange rings. They also do the money dance, which is the event of the wedding ceremony. And the money dance it will help raise money for the bride and groom for their honeymoon. Chinese marriage is important to perpetuate and ensure the survival of the family. Although the marriage is officially recognized once it is registered with the Register of the Marriage, a Chinese wedding ceremony, a banquet will be held before the marriage, is an acknowledgement for society. A Chinese marriage does not observe proper Chinese custom is invalid in the eyes of most Chinese. There are two types of marriages among Chinese. One marriage arranged for the parents and relatives, and the other marriage based on its own willing and choice. Arranged marriage is no longer widely accepted. Whereas in America and Korea, you can pick your own bride. The wedding ceremony is quite different from all the other cultures. They typically have a tea ceremony, which is the most significant event in the modern Chinese tradition. The bride is formally introduced to the groom's family through the Chinese wedding tea ceremony. It usually takes on the wedding day when the family members are present. The tea ceremony for the groom's side is usually in the morning once the couple has settled down a bit in the bridal home. In conclusion, marriage is important in all of these cultures. The cultures have different, similar, and valuable beliefs. Families, friends, careers, and education is so important